Hey guys, this is Bobby with the Pursuit of Happiness. So this will be our first debut video, and I figure we'll start it off with a little bit of introductions. Um, this is my 2014 Dodge Charger that was an ex-Lapeer County police cruiser. This car was decommissioned and taken out of service after it took a light bump right here, which ultimately damaged the fender and the bumper, headlight, you name it, it got damaged. It was a low speed impact. They just took it out of service after that. What the reasons were, I have no idea. But when I got it, it was your average police car. Holes in the A-pillar, police car seats, your basic car that just looked like shit. I mean, excuse my language here if you guys got kids or anything. But a little bit about how this channel is going to go is this isn't going to be your average channel where there's going to be a bunch of editing and fancy music and sped up scenes and, you know, leaving you wanting more, leaving you having more questions than answers. I'm going to try and cover everything that I can think of in these videos. I'm going to try and cover just about everything. This won't be a channel just for what you guys are here for too, because obviously you're here because of this guy right here, but we'll get to him in a minute. It's going to be about more than that. This is going to be for guys who might have one of these cars, might have one of these police cars, and they want to fix it up and make it look better and figure out some wiring issues that they all have, or figure out, just custom touches, things like that. But my car, like I said, it's 2014. It's 2014 with a 2018 Challenger cluster in it. 2018 Scat Pack seats that are in and they're functional, with no airbag lights, no seatbelt lights, no warnings in the dash. It is converted from column shifter to floor shifter. It's got paddle shifters, as you can see there. 8.4 radio. Full carpet. The holes have been deleted for the spotlight. As you can tell, it's got a spoiler on it. A couple custom touches around the back. Tinted windows. Now let's get to the good stuff here. Let's stop wasting time. This is what everybody's curious about. This is my 5.7 liter engine. Obviously, all the police cars came with a 5.7 or a 3.6. But so far, what is done to this car, and I'll start it up here at the midst of the video, is it has a 392 camshaft with non-MDS lifters, a 392 intake manifold. I've got the SRT half covers, and I have a temporary setup for the IAT, and just stuck a filter on it for now just to see how it's going to run with this intake manifold. And I can tell you right now, it runs amazing. I don't have a check engine light on in the dash because of that. I have a check engine light on in the dash currently because of the car's untuned, and I'm getting a P0 300 code because of it not being tuned. I just need to turn the idle up a little bit, but I figured with me doing what I'm about to do, I don't need it. I'm not going to get a tune right now until I'm done with the swap. So, without rambling too much, this is a Supercharger off of a 2018 Charger Hellcat. The car had 6,000 miles, and the owner, after putting a Metco 285 pulley on it, decided he wanted a Whipple. So ultimately, I picked this Supercharger up for $1,500. Came with the Metco pulley, came with the Hellcat throttle body. Came with blow-off valve here. Came with the fuel rails and all 8 Hellcat injectors. Came with all of the intake bolts. It even came with the guy who I got it from. Machined a custom, out of billet aluminum, a custom plate. So that if I ever decide to, I can take the snout off and I can change the adapter for this pulley so I can put a stock pulley back on it. Now, the idea with this is we're going to put this supercharger on this car for not a lot of money. Now, I've got $1,500 into my supercharger alone. To just boom, right there. This right here, that's $1,500 right there. Now, in order to get this to bolt onto your engine, it is not a direct swap. It will require adapter plates from an aftermarket company, MMX or similar. I have a guy who's possibly going to make me some custom brackets. He is actually the guy who I got this supercharger from. And he made this out of, billet aluminum. So he has the billet aluminum stock. We're going to see if we can get him to make me some brackets. If not, I'll contact Dave at MMS. And I will talk to him. And me and him will talk. And we will figure something out together. But in order to do this swap and have everything work properly, you're going to be able to keep your stock tensioner or your serpentine system. You're not going to have to upgrade to the 8-rib stuff. You are going to have to obviously remove your intake manifold. This ear right here on the timing cover has to be cut. It has to be cut off. Be sure not to get into your water pump housing, but it has to be cut off here so the Hellcat supercharger will sit onto it. You're going to have to run Hellcat valve covers because in your intake manifold is where your oil fill is here. Let me take this cover off. Your oil fill is built into your intake. So you're going to have to change to Hellcat valve covers simply because they have an oil fill on them. When you do that, your coil packs are going to be flipped around. So you're going to have to get coil pack extensions, or if you're good with wiring like I am, I'm simply going to cut, solder, and splice in I'm going to probably add about 4 inches or so of wire, depending. I'm going to wait until I get the Hellcat valve covers. I'm going to probably put about 4 inches of wire on each one. That way I can run them down and do them that way. Or if I can figure out another way, maybe I can unloom the wiring harnesses here out of the factory harness, split them off separately, and run them down the back side here without any splicing. I'll update you guys on that as it goes. But this will be a step-by-step. I'm going to tell you in every video exactly how much I pay and for every part that I buy. I'm the guy who goes against what everybody says. I'm the guy that everybody laughs at when they say, "Hey, I got a budget for this. I want to spend this on this swap." And because I'm the guy that everybody laughs at and says, "Well, that's not possible for that price." I have $300 into my 392 cam swap. This intake manifold was free. Now, I know these deals aren't out there for everyone, but I can help you find everything for cheaper than you could ever think you'll find it for. Now, I paid $58 brand new from Chrysler for my 392 camshaft. I paid $140 brand new with new lifter trays and bolts for my lifters. I paid $30 aside for head bolts. I also paid $20 aside for head gaskets. The only thing I paid retail for was because I got impatient and I was in the middle of the job and I couldn't wait. Timing cover gasket. I paid $50 for that from O'Reilly's. So, and that $300, like I said, was I had to do an oil change, you know, new coolant, couple new hoses, stuff like that. New timing chain while I had it off. And that's that. So I've already found a great deal on the Supercharger. Anybody who knows, you look for these things, they're what? I think the cheapest I found one was $2,000. And that was bare. No throttle body, no pulley, no blow-off valve, no rails, no injectors. So I'm here to define the odds. I'm here to tell everybody I won't get anywhere near Whipple numbers with this swap. I won't get anywhere near those numbers. I'm probably going to touch about 25. I'm going to say 2,500 maximum for this entire swap. That's not including a tune. I'm not going to include a tune cost in that. So, with that being said, if anyone has any more questions about anything, feel free, send me a, comment below, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned because I'm going to be doing some wild stuff here. There's going to be, this intake manifold is going to be up for grabs. Those half covers are going to be up for grabs. I also own a custom LED lighting company that does a lot of custom stuff for our cars. Like I do Bluetooth RGBW stuff, but that'll be in another video. So there's going to be a lot of different stuff going on here. So I'm going to make this will be the first upload video. I don't make it too long for you guys. But while you guys are watching this, I'm going to be busy making another video. I'm going to go around and I'm going to do a complete introduction of the car we're working on. A lot of people don't do that with their videos. A lot of people just be like, okay, this is what we're doing, blah, 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 blah. I know some people might get to the point, but that'll be the one video I make of this car all the way around. Inside, out, startup video, rev. I'm going to explain every mod. I haven't explained every single modification that's done to this car. I'll explain more then. So like I said, guys, hit that subscribe button and keep an eye out.